The smartest thing about you isn't on any test you ever took. It showed up the night you learned to read a room before anyone said a word. You walk into a kitchen and within 3 seconds you know if it's safe to ask for what you need. Nobody taught you that. Life did. Your boss once called you scary good with people, half joking. He had no idea you built that radar surviving a house you couldn't predict. If you're listening to this right now, stay with me because I'm going to show you a kind of intelligence that schools don't grade and most people never name. This isn't a pep talk, it's a diagnosis. And by the end, you might finally understand why your mind never gets to fully clock out. There's a rare form of intelligence that only grows in hard ground. Psychologists barely talk about it. It's built entirely out of survival. Think of it as a sixth sense for danger that nobody around you can see. You read tone, posture, and silence the way others read plain text. This is what I call traumatic intelligence. It's the brain getting brilliant at the one thing it had to master too early, staying one step ahead. And here's the part that stings. The same genius that protected you back then is quietly running your whole life right now, often against you. You're not broken, you're upgraded, but the upgrade came with factory settings you never got to choose, and nobody handed you the manual. So let's walk through the signs, not to slap a label on you, but so you can finally see the machine that's been running you this whole time. Some of these will feel like I've been reading your private thoughts. That's not magic, it's just how common this quiet wiring really is. Notice how you scan faces the way other people check the weather. You walk in and instantly you already know who's off tonight. Take Devin, 31. Before he even sits at the family dinner, one glance tells him which parent is about to turn the whole night cold. He's not paranoid, he's pattern matching at a speed most people couldn't reach in years of practice. His childhood was the training camp. The cost? You can never just walk into a room. You arrive already working. The party started, but your shift never actually ends. Then there's the calm. When everything falls apart, you don't crumble. You go cold, clear, and frighteningly capable while others panic. A crisis hits like a fire alarm in a crowded building. The room loses its mind, and somehow you're already 3 moves ahead, voice flat. But here's the catch nobody mentions. That calm isn't peace. It's a freeze response wearing a really convincing business suit. You learned that falling apart was a luxury you were never allowed, so you became the one who handles it, always, for everyone.
Have you ever felt your stomach turn on someone before your brain could explain why? That gut call is older and sharper than any logic. Picture Harper, 27, on a second date. The guy says all the right words, but something in her chest tightens and she can't name it. 2 weeks later, the red flags surface exactly where her body already pointed. That wasn't anxiety talking, that was data she trained herself to ignore. People with this wiring carry a lie detector that runs without permission. You feel the off note before the song even finishes playing. If your gut has ever called it right while everyone swore you were overthinking, type "called it" in the comments. I want to see how many of you live this. Picture this. A friend invites you on a trip, and before you even pack, your mind has already mapped out everything that could go wrong. To everyone else, it looks like pessimism. To you, it's just prep. You're not expecting disaster. You are refusing to ever get blindsided again. And here's where it turns dark. A mind built to predict pain struggles to ever believe that good things are allowed to just stay. So even in a calm season, a low hum follows you around like a clock you can't unhear, waiting for the catch, waiting for the bill. There's also how fast you read other people's pain. Someone half explains their mess, and you already see the whole shape of it. Take Mason, 35, the friend everyone calls at 2 a.m. He can untangle anyone's heartbreak in minutes. His own, locked in a drawer for years. That deep empathy isn't something you were born with. You forged it, decoding a grown-up's moods so you'd know exactly when to disappear. The cost is brutal. You become the emotional first responder for a crowd of people who never once think to ask how you're holding up. Then there's your strange relationship with trust. You can be warm, open, and easy to like, while a sealed vault sits behind your eyes. People feel close to you and never notice they only got the lobby. The real rooms stay shut, and you handed out exactly 0 keys. Why? Because somewhere back there, trusting all the way got you hurt in a way you quietly swore you'd never sign up for twice. So now intimacy comes with a background check that never stops running. People keep passing a test they don't even know they're taking. And watch how fast you adapt to anyone, anywhere. New job, new group, new city. You blend into the wallpaper within a single day. Look at Sienna, 24, who can walk into any room and instantly become whatever that room seems to need. Smooth, automatic, invisible. But there's a haunting question buried under all that flexibility. If you can become anyone, do you actually know who you are alone?
That shape-shifting started as armor. Matching the room kept you safe. Now it's so automatic you misplaced yourself somewhere inside it. Then there's how much you catch and how little you say. Every flicker, every micro-shift gets noticed and quietly filed in silence. You'll watch someone's smile drop for half a second and know the apology they just gave was fake. You say nothing, you just know. It leaves you feeling permanently older than the people around you, like you're awake inside a play everyone else thinks is real. And then there's rest, how suspicious it feels. Take a quiet Sunday with nothing wrong, and your body still hunts for the threat. Tyler, 29, can't sit through a calm evening without reaching for his phone. Stillness feels like the silence right before the yelling started. Which leads to the last one, the one that ties the rest together, a bone-deep exhaustion that no amount of sleep ever seems to touch. If even half of these landed, drop the number of the sign that cut deepest. Let's find out which one of these runs the most of us. Now let's go underneath the signs, because none of this is who you are. It's who you had to become just to make it through. A child can't fight and can't run, so the brilliant child does the only thing left. It watches, predicts, and adapts to survive the adults. Every time you read the tension before the storm, you were buying yourself a few seconds of cover in a place that gave you none. That wiring genuinely saved you. The hyper-awareness that drains you now is the exact thing that carried a younger you through the door. But here's the trap. Picture a soldier home from the war, still hitting the floor at every car backfire on a quiet suburban street. That's you, a grown adult in a safe apartment, nervous system still scanning for an enemy that walked out of your life years ago. Your intelligence was never the problem. It's still solving a threat that's gone and charging you full price for the work every single day. That's why you can be capable, admired, even thriving, and still feel like you're braced for an impact that never actually arrives. The mind that learned to survive a fire keeps smelling smoke in rooms that are perfectly, completely fine. And until you see that clearly, you'll keep mistaking your alarm system for your personality. They were never the same thing. So here's where it starts to shift. Not by ripping out the wiring. You can't, and honestly, you wouldn't even want to. It starts the moment you catch the scan happening and ask yourself, is this actually now, or is this an old memory wearing today's clothes? That single question opens a thin sliver of space, and inside that space, for the first time, you get to choose instead of just react. You start letting a few safe people walk past the lobby, slowly, one door at a time, watching that nothing burns down when you open it. You let yourself sit inside a calm moment without frisking it for danger. It feels wrong at first. Stay there anyway. Let your body relearn it. You begin pulling the gift loose from the wound. You keep the sharp eyes. You set down the dread that always came stapled to them. You realize your sensitivity was never weakness. It's a high-resolution lens ground down by hard years that most people will never own. And slowly, your brilliance stops being a guard dog that never sleeps and becomes something quieter, a knowing gaze that finally lets you rest. You don't lose your edge, you just stop pointing it at yourself when there's nothing left in the room you actually need to defend against. Here's the hard truth. Nobody is coming to hand you a medal for everything you survived to get this sharp. That recognition has to start with you. But here's what's yours to keep. This mind didn't just help you endure, it can build, love, and create the second it believes the danger is done. If you stayed with me to the end of this video, lay a hand on your own chest for a second. Feel that. That steady beat carried you the whole way.